I'm Theo.
Logan.
What do you do here?
I'm an electrician at the port, and we do maintenance over here. There's there's a bunch of type of electrical. There is maintenance, which we do where we basically fix repairs. Things are broken, we bring it back up to speed, and then there's the construction side of it where you're constructing, you're bringing it up, you're building. For the most part, yeah, we do maintenance over here.
How long have you been working at the Port of Seattle?
I've been here for 3 years now. I've done electrical for 10 years total.
What kind of training or experience did you have prior to becoming an electrician?
So I've always been in construction. So once I graduated, we weren't in a situation where I could just go to school and I had to work. Ended up working, I did labor, I did a bunch of other stuff, but it was always in the trades, it was construction. So eventually when I moved to Washington, I just applied for the electrical apprenticeship and worked out. So
just going back to education and all that, did you have any specific trainings or anything? What was the process to becoming an electrician?
Oh yeah, so it's a 5-year apprenticeship, and I think they're starting to change it to 4 years. It's basically, so they break it into quarters. So 3 years, or for 3 months, you do 1 day a week. You do 1 8-hour day of schooling, and then 4 days of the week you go to work, and it's a lot of on-the-job training. And then get 3 months off where you're just straight working, and then the next quarter it's 3 months on, 3 months off. And so then once that first year is done, you go to the second year, and you have to do a test out. So they call it a craft certification. So they give you a test, you go into this boot, they tell you, okay, bend the pipe, wire up this thing, and just, within the first year, you should be this far. Then the second year, you got another test, you should know how to do this. And it kind of just goes down the line until you eventually hit that 5-year mark and you graduate.
How do you feel your job helps the Port of Seattle, function?
Right across our parking lot, everything's moving to the green energy, electric cars and all that stuff. We built a whole substation over there, right across the street. All those big panels, so we built all of that. We got all electric chargers running. So now, without that, you don't got electric cars and all that stuff, So we pretty much are the backbone for that movement.
So trades like this, you think it's just a very sustainable job?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's in a sense, it's not gonna be taken out by AI and stuff like that. You're always gonna need plumbers, you're always gonna need electricians. No matter how society goes, you're always gonna need those people. So it's not we're, not replaceable, I guess,
Do you how do you see your career evolving over the next couple of years, especially with new technologies coming out every single year?
For the most part, electrical is pretty straightforward. It's always hot and a neutral, powers up whatever technology goes. So you might have the next fancy light or the next fancy this and that, it still needs the same power that goes. There's only so much different variations of power that goes to energize it. So it's pretty straightforward stuff.